Welcome to the Shark Tank, where entrepreneurs seek an investment to start, grow, or save their business.
My wife thought I was crazy, but my dog didn't.
If the sharks hear a great idea,
Bomb, chicky, bomb, bomb.
they'll invest their own money
Bomb, chicky, bomb, bomb.
and fight each other for a deal.
You know, it's good to be ruthless and
Yes,
in
it is.
business.
Yes, it is.
But I found that it's also very good to be nice.
If you want the discount pilot fish, take the deal.
I'm not a pilot fish! Gosh darn it!
But the entrepreneurs must get the full amount they're asking for, or they'll walk away with nothing.
How did you come up with this idea?
And who actually cares? I'd like to hear that answer, too.
I'm not sure why they call you Mr. Wonderful.
Who are the sharks? They're self-made business experts worth billions. Kevin O'Leary is a shrewd venture capitalist who made his fortune selling a children's educational company for over $4 billion. Barbara Corcoran went from waiting tables in Manhattan to building the city's premier $2 billion real estate empire. Robert Herjavec, son of an immigrant factory worker, founded one of the world's preeminent cybersecurity firms. Lori Grenier, the queen of QVC, holds over 100 patents and has launched over 400 products, grossing over $500 million in sales. And Mark Cuban, renowned billionaire tech mogul and the outspoken owner of the Dallas Mavericks.
My name is Andrew Feld. I live in Davenport, Florida with my beautiful wife Karina, my daughter Claudia, and our dog Chloe. And I am the owner of Fresh Patch. Karina and I got married 3 months after meeting each other. And then Karina got offered a job in Florida. So we decided that might be a good opportunity to start something new. We moved from a house with a backyard into a condo with a small balcony. It was really hard on my dog Chloe. I didn't have a job. I was applying for jobs and nothing was happening. And then I found out my wife was pregnant. I knew I needed to step up and find a way to provide for my family. I came up with an invention for Chloe that she took to really well. So I decided to turn that idea into a business. Financially, I'm all in. I need the sharks' expertise as much as their capital if I'm going to be able to pull this off. My family's future depends on this business. So if I don't get a deal, well, that's not an option. Hi, my name is Andrew Feld. I live in Davenport, Florida, and I'm the founder of Fresh Patch. I'm seeking $150,000 for a 10% stake in my company. Fresh Patch is a real grass delivery service for the million pets who have everything except their own backyard. 4 years ago, my wife and I, and my dog Chloe, moved from a house with a backyard into a condo. Now for a dog, there's nothing worse than not having your own backyard. I was busy building and maintaining a mini backyard on my balcony. My wife thought I was crazy, but my dog didn't. My dog absolutely loved that grassy area I had created. The only problem was, the grass would eventually die off, and maintaining it became a chore. And that is where the idea for Fresh Patch was born. We are the first real grass delivery service of its kind, shipping our boxes of hydroponically grown grass to our subscribers all across the country. There's no cleaning, there's no mess. When a new Fresh Patch arrives on your doorstep, you simply throw the old one away. We're hit with all kinds of customers who use it with all different kinds of pets. It's easy, it's convenient, but most importantly, the animals love it. So sharks, who's interested in turning some of this green grass into green cash?
Andrew, you had it on your balcony.
I did.
What if I bring it into my apartment in an enclosed environment? How long does it take before it has an odor?
It's a living plant, so it naturally breaks down odors. It doesn't smell.
There are like little paper things that you can lay down
But dogs
that
know the
small
difference,
dogs
right?
are trained to go on.
Right, pee pads, and everyone knows what
Pee
pee pads are,
pads.
but no one likes pee pads. Dogs and pets
Dogs
don't
don't
like
like
pee
pee
pads. They
pads.
tear them up,
So-
they're confusing to use. This is instinctive to dogs. There's no training involved.
What if I have a really big dog?
Let me show you the Fresh Patch XL. This is the Fresh Patch XL. This is for a larger size dog.
Oh, I see.
What are your sales?
I sold over $1 million worth of this today.
Good for you.
Good for you. That's awesome.
Wow.
Awesome.
Andrew,
Is
that's
that all
amazing.
online sales, or do you sell in any other way?
It's all online. We're direct to the customer.
That's even better.
So, Andrew, you must have a recurring revenue model, obviously.
Yes, we offer several different subscription models. The most common one is every other week.
What does it cost?
$25 per delivery.
How many recurring customers do you have, subscribers do you have right now?
Okay, on the book subscribers, like 550.
Okay.
What's your attrition rate? How many people try it once and never use it again?
I would say 25% will stick with it.
Andrew, 2 out of 3 customers who order from you don't order again.
Correct.
That's a big number.
Yeah, that concerned me too, Bernard.
So you're only online right now, right?
Correct.
What does it cost you to put together and ship everything?
These boxes of grass come in just under $5, including labor. Then the shipping on the West Coast, you're looking at $7 to $8. When we're shipping these to New York, you're looking at $14, $15.
That's why you use the
Who
ship
pays the
station in order.
shipping?
Yeah.
I do.
So that's what's killed your margins, because it could be $19 on a $25 sale price, right?
Right.
And who's doing all the technology for you?
That's me. I came up with the idea for this the day after I found out my wife was pregnant.
That'll make you go to
It's
work.
crazy. So it was like an inspiration for it. I learned how to build a website. I did the trademark. You know, I do customer
So
service.
it's been all do-it-yourself so far.
Yeah, I'm doing everything.
Andrew, I'm worried about the 75% attrition rate. I worry that it's more of a novelty right now. But man, you got some great sales. I don't know. I just don't see my dog using it.
I'd be happy to send you a free one and see how he takes to it.
Send me a new
Yeah.
dog. You'll be cheaper.
Okay.
I'm out.
Okay.
So where do you hydroponically grow your grass patches?
We're sourced from California, and the reason I'm here today is 2/3 of the money I'm asking for is going to go towards building out our East Coast distribution center.
So, Andy, now we have to face reality. There's nothing proprietary about what you're doing.
There is something proprietary. I have a patent.
What's the patent?
It's for a portable and disposable living patch of grass.
There's a patent for that?
I have it.
Do you have any competition?
Pea pads and synthetic grass, and we do have a company that is infringing on our patent.
Are you going to go after them?
I'm suing them.
I'm more interested now that there's somebody I can sue.
No kidding, right?
You know, that's interesting
Right.
because at some point, if you're successful, you can get their customers as part of the settlement.
Exactly.
Let me make you an offer because I like it. I just think it's so simple and it could grow and there's a lot I could do to help you. I'll give you $150,000 for 33 1/3%.
Just
Straight
a
up.
straight offer?
Straight up.
Damn.
I really think this company is worth, I know this company is worth so
Well,
much
do you have
more
any
than that.
flexibility on the equity you're willing to part with?
I really don't. I wanted to come in here and give you guys a
10%'s not a
good
lot.
valuation on this
10%'s not a lot, Andrew.
It's too early for you to give anyone a counteroffer. You haven't heard the other offers.
That's true. Thank you, Barbara.
I'm going to make you an offer. $150,000 for 20%, but there's one contingency. You have to commit to bringing this into the pet shops.
You want to go to retail?
Definitely. I know the pet space inside and out because I bought a business named Ryan's Barkery and I had to build all those bridges into those stores. But I know all those people. I have such great relationships. I think they would clearly order this product and sell it. So I'll give you the money you're asking for, but I must have 20% and you must commit to bringing it into retail.
I'm going to drop my ask on equity down to 20 and remove that covenant regarding retail because it's not clear to me that that's a good strategy. It's perishable. I don't like that.
Do you know why everybody's going to buy this in a store? Because everybody who has a pet in the city feels guilty. If they could bring a nice slab of green grass home to the dog they're ignoring and not ever taking to the park, they're going to feel so good. It's a feel-good product more than it is a productive product for helping the dog.
Correct.
I know the huge value of this, and I think you're just at the tip of the iceberg.
I really am.
Going into the East Coast, I think that's where you're really going to ramp up huge because people don't like to walk their dogs in the winter. I like that you priced it at a good price. So I'm thinking about this. You came in wanting $150,000 for 10%.
Correct.
I'm thinking for a minute. I'm going to wait to hear what Mark says.
Okay.
You're sitting back, waiting in the wings.
I always do. So here's what I see. I agree with Barbara that it is a retail play in major vertical cities, but I also see it as a tech play, which is the most interesting to me. So you're leaving a ton of money on the table. And
I
you know,
agree.
right? So I want to partner with Barbara on this.
I already said yes.
What we've learned over the years is that we each have our own skill sets. So technology tends to be mine, and Barbara does a great job at retail, particularly within New York City. What we do is we'll take over your accounting, we'll take over your website, and accelerate your growth so that you don't have to deal with any of that. You can focus on what you do.
Man, this is going to be an awful offer. He's really selling.
What I'm
So
going
what
to say
is the deal?
the deal
Yeah,
is the
what's
same
the
with what
deal?
Barbara offered. $150,000 for 20%, and you get 2 sharks, but you got to decide right now.
Lori still hasn't made an offer, Andrew.
What do you want to do?
Would you guys be willing to work on equity? I'll take the offer.
There you go. That's a smart man.
Yep.
Great. Congratulations. We're going to make a lot of fingers. It'll work out really well.
Terrific. Thank you so much.
So smart.
I went with Mark and Barbara because they're the best two to help me make the important decisions I need with this company, with the website and the branding and just growing it to where it needs to be.
Next into the tank are friends with a new twist on lip balm.
Hi, I'm Liz Moscow. And I'm Abby Schwab. Liz and I are co-founders of Bomb Chicky Bomb Bomb. We're here today seeking a $75,000 investment in exchange for a 20% equity stake in our company.
Everyone here has used a lip balm, right? And friends, co-workers, relatives, not to mention germy children, find the need to borrow and run their lips all over your bomb. Well, we've come up with a solution to that problem.
Introducing Bomb Chicky Bomb Bomb, a sexy 70s inspired lip balm brand with one special package. What is that package? It's the Friend End Tube, designed to let people share their personal care products without sharing in nasty germs. How does that work?
My lips are so dry. Can I borrow your balm?
You sure can.
You're giving me the friend end?
Well, I don't know where you've been.
This is so true.
As you can see, the Friend End provides a separate pot of balm on the flip side. This allows its owner to be generous with their lip balm while keeping their side pristine and clean, germ-free for their own personal use.
Thus, transforming an ordinary everyday use product like lip balm into a shareable and spreadable conversation piece.
Who's hot to trot and are ready to become great bedfellows with Bomb Chicky Bomb Bomb?
So listen, Abby, how did you come up with this idea? It just seems like, who would even think of this?
Right? Well, that's probably what we do best, is think of very strange ideas and sort of
who
pursue them.
actually cares? I'd like to hear that answer, too.
How did you think of it?
Well, we're both balm freaks. We like to use lip balm. We live in the mountains. We ski. And often we find that anytime you pull out a lip balm, like yawning, lip balm borrowing is rampant.
Do we get to see it?
Yes, absolutely.
And can you tell us if you're actually selling any that would prove that maybe people care about this idea?
We're currently in over 60 stores in both the UK, Canada, and the US.
Thank you.
Hey, Lori, can I borrow your balm?
Sure, Robert. Here's my friend. And
Can I just ask, are the retail stores adult novelty stores?
Yes and no.
yes and no is a good question.
There's nothing
Mark.
wrong with that, but I mean, all the packaging, I mean,
We'd love to tell you more about that.
I bet you would,
Yes,
so go
we
ahead.
We came up with this Bomb Chicky Bomb Bomb label as a proof of concept idea for the Friend End. So then, what we decided was that we want to go after mass. We think that has various licensing opportunities because our patent not only covers this shape tube, it covers any shape tube that's comprised of a lift device, either a twist, a push-up, or a lift with a stationary pot on the bottom.
Love the name. How many are you selling today, if you're selling any?
We've sold $17,000 worth of bomb.
Sorry, 17,000.
Dollars.
Is that enough to keep it in retail? Because you said you had 60 stores.
Yes.
You're selling .00 nothing burger per store.
The facts are we created it just to get our supply chain running. We have a mold, we have the patent on the tube, and so we wanted to see if we can get into stores with no money put towards marketing.
17,000 in sales in this market, it's depressing. What does it sell for?
This is $450 wholesale and $950 retail right now.
What is the price of an average lip balm?
A regular size.
Even though it's smaller than this, a regular size, what does it cost? The average cost of a very small lip balm is $259.
So for $259, they could technically buy 3 for less money than your 1.
Right, but it's not a conversation piece. It's not something they want
Yeah,
to
but
share.
people don't give that much thought to their lip balm purchasing. Guys, look, here's what I see. You guys have got a product, not a company yet, and you're trying to figure out how to turn it into a company, and that's always hard. But what you do have also is a niche. Selling these in adult entertainment locations is great. Run with that, make some money off of it, win the battle you're in before trying to turn this into a real company.
We've spoken to industry experts about the name Bomb Chicky Bomb Bomb, and they have said Bomb Chicky Bomb Bomb is gold.
It's not gold, it's cute, and there's a big difference.
You have a fantastic, catchy name. But really what's most important is having the great product, because then you can think of a great name.
Did you try the product?
I did try it. I tried the Friend End where I had to go in with my finger, and I didn't like that. I'm out.
Thank you.
Ladies, a couple of challenges. Most buyers are younger skewed, like kids, teenagers, and so on. I'm not sure I want my kids buying something with an adult theme in a general market. for a niche market, that's fantastic if you're going to sell in stores.
But we can also put very easily a label on here that is intended for those people, and it has the front end, which is great for teenagers.
But you know, Abby, that's really my challenge. Every time we gave you an objection, you said, we can do that too.
We're flexible.
We can do that too.
We can do it all.
It's great to pivot, but you can't pivot every single minute. And $17,000 is not a proof of concept. I don't see the company, I just see a fun, hip, cool name. I have to say it one more time before I'm out. Bum, chickie, bum, bum.
Fair enough. Thank you.
You know, if I had to dream up a business plan, getting market share in the lip balm space probably wouldn't be on the top of my list. You're single-cell amoeba players. You're not even cockroaches.
Kevin, I'm not clear what you're saying. Are you in or are you out?
I'm saying it's a bad waste of time, both yours and mine. And I'm going to burn it myself if you don't. I'm out.
Okay.
I think you have a cute name, but I love a product that solves a simple problem. And I don't really think there's a problem out there that you have to solve with this. But I tell you, I have very few businesses that didn't have to be reinvented 3 times over before they became good sellers.
Do not encourage me, Barbara, I forbid it.
No, I'm going to encourage you. You're reinventing it as you go. You see what's wrong, making a little movement to the left or the right. What's wrong with it?
Right into a train.
I'm sure you'll find a way to do it, but I'd have to reluctantly say I'm out.
Thank you, Barbara. I'm not sure why they call you Mr. Wonderful.
Now you know I tell the truth.
You've got a profitable niche that you should be exploiting. Adult entertainment. Exploit the niche that you have success at.
We'll make hundreds
Not every
of dollars.
business is going to be $1 million or $5 million. If you guys are selling $200,000 worth of lip balm, and all you have to do is drop ship from your manufacturer, and you're putting $100,000 in your pocket without doing anything, but when you try to do all this, you are going to grow yourself out of business. And for that reason, I'm out. Win the battles you're in first.
Or know that you're going to lose with certainty and don't bother fighting.
Can we have that not be the last word as we walk out?
All right, you know what the last word's going to be?
Bomb, chickie, bomb, bomb.
There you go. Good luck, guys.
Thank you.
This is horrible.
Mr. Not So Wonderful. What's next for Bomb Chickie Bomb Bomb is that we continue to move into math so that everyone from grannies to toddlers will be saying Bomb Chickie Bomb Bomb.
Next into the tank is an entrepreneur who believes he has a solution to the problem of chronically clogged drains.
My name is Noshad Ali, and I'm from Woodinville, Washington. My product is a drain strain, and I'm here today seeking $110,000 for a 15% stake in my company. Sharks, if you're like millions of Americans, at one point or another, you've had a clogged drain. And you know, it is such a pain to clean. You might go hair fishing with a hanger and touch wet, nasty clumps of hair.
Kevin's hair?
Disgusting. Or you might pour environmentally harmful drain cleaners in your sink and wait patiently to see if it works. My product eliminates expensive plumbing calls, and you don't even get your hands dirty. You never touch the gunk. I'm proud to introduce the revolutionary drain strain with TLC technology. Simply turn, lift, click, problem solved. Now attach a replacement basket to the stopper top, insert back into your sink, you're done. Sharks, if you invest in my company, I promise to work hard every day to make sure your money doesn't go down the drain. All right, I think probably the best thing to do is give you some samples. What do you think? So,
Thank you.
yeah, here's one for you, Robert. Here.
Oh, thank you. Are these prototypes or is this
those
the
are
real
3D.
thing?
Those are 3D prototypes, so they're fragile.
Thank you, appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet. All right, so basically just turn to the left, lift. Yeah, so once you lift it out, you squeeze, and it...
I'm curious, doesn't this start to clog up this so that you would constantly be having to clean this out?
So we have it in our drain at our home, right? For heavy use, you would expect to change that once every 4 to 6 weeks.
So, in the history of Shark Tank, this product, above any other, lends itself to a licensing deal with manufacturers. The idea of taking this as a product on its own into retail or into distribution is a really stupid idea. The only way this becomes a multi-million-dollar success is if you can convince a manufacturer of plumbing that this is a better mousetrap. Are you prepared to do that?
Absolutely. That is definitely one of the launch strategies.
Why aren't you at Kohler, and this is simply part of their new faucet line?
I certainly plan to be. In fact, I just got the final production-ready designs 4 weeks ago in my hand. Yeah.
So this hasn't even been manufactured yet. These are all prototypes.
Those are all 3D prototypes, but I've got sourcing costs. Yeah.
What's your background?
So for the last 11 years, I've actually been a realtor. My business was thriving, and then 2008 hit, right? And then the bottom fell out. We literally lost everything. We had our home foreclosed on.
Wow.
And I had two choices at that point. I could either lay on the mat or fight. And I wasn't going to let my children see me lay on the mat. And I was not going to let that be my legacy. So I refocused, got back on my feet, back in real estate. And last year, I'm proud to say I was the number 10 full-service realtor in the entire state of Washington.
That's amazing. Good for you.
What do you need from us?
Obviously, I need your experience.
I'm going to guess that when you call the CEO of your favorite plumbing company, he doesn't return your call. I don't have that problem.
Exactly.
I'm going to give you 110 for 20%. But it's contingent on signing a licensing deal with a manufacturer of your choice under terms of your choice. I'm going to negotiate. I see the path to making a lot of money with this, and there's only one path.
Yeah.
Now, you may find another shark lawyer, you may want to sit on QVC with a sink and some gloves on and whatever else, but I don't want to do that.
You have a patent on it.
Nobody else can do this. Nobody else can do this.
So you're the real deal. The question is, do you want to take my offer, or do you want to wait all day for the rest of these sharkettes?
Well, I'd like to give the other sharks an opportunity.
I'll simplify things, guys. It's a proof of concept, right, that you really haven't proven yet. It's a product. It's not a company. It's not your primary focus.
Don't go out. There's a bathtub version that we're working on. It's not just a product.
The most difficult entrepreneurs to work with are inventors, because they're focused on inventing as opposed to running companies.
That's why I'm not pursuing anything else until I get this thing.
You're the number 10 realtor in the state of Washington.
What's wrong with working hard?
Look, I'm out.
Okay. I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
If this got to that point where it required your full-time use, I'm just making the assumption you would do it full-time.
Yeah. This is 100% my passion.
You don't have to take that path. If you decide, because you control it, that you take the license deal, all that is taken away from you, and you can go back to reinventing the next
That's
great
the other
thing.
part I really like. I think under a deal like Kevin, you don't have to do that. You know, we have Jeff Foxworthy on the show many seasons ago. He called it mailbox money.
Right. You get the check every month.
Yeah, you just go to the mailbox and you get a check from the royalty. You don't have to do anything.
Yeah.
Are you sold on that being the right path?
I don't want to go an all or nothing deal.
How long will it take you to have this product?
To have the product, 90 days.
Do you have the cash to fund that, the tooling and the manufacturing?
That's part of what the money is
So
for.
that's what you'd use the money for.
I don't want to go produce something until we've got deals. Right?
Okay, you know what? I think Kevin's deal's the right deal for you. That's the way to go. I think you're going to be nuts selling this as an individual product. I'm out.
Sorry to hear that, but thank you.
I think it's clever. But it just seems very complicated to me. I understand you're testing friends and family. I mean, that's the first thing, naturally what you would do. But I'm not sure that this is going to work. And I don't think we have the proof here of that. I think it's tricky. So for that reason, I'm out.
Okay. Well, thank you.
I like the product. I think the large faucet manufacturers are either going to adopt it or they're not. And if they do adopt it, you can do multiple licensing deals. Kevin is absolutely right. Everybody returns his phone call. The problem is nobody ever talks to Kevin a second time.
Yeah.
So, you know, it's good to be ruthless and nasty and mean in business.
Yes, it is.
But, you know, over the long term, I found that it's also very good to be nice. And it's good to do deals where both sides make money. I like the structure, $110,000. But to take 20% from you for really making a phone call just doesn't seem fair to me. All right, so here's my offer.
Three sharks are out. Kevin has made an offer of $110,000 for a 20% stake, contingent on securing a licensing deal for Noshod's drain clog solution, Drain Strain. But Robert is also interested.
To take 20% from you for really making a phone call just doesn't seem fair to me. I'll give you the $110,000. I think your ask for 15% was too high. I'm willing to take 10%. So I'll give you the $110,000, same contingency as Kevin, but I want 10%.
Before you make the decision, I want to tell you a story, and all sharks will learn. all right? We're going back to the ancient times. Apollo, a very powerful god, was dating a nymph, loved her, all right? But so was the fisherman. Pompeius interested in the nymph. And he convinced her to run away from Apollo. Big mistake. Here's why. What happened is Apollo damned the fisherman to eternity to come back forever as a pilot fish, dependent on a great white shark. Pilot fish only exist off the scraps that are inside the mouth of the shark in a feeding frenzy. The point I'm making is, I'm worth 10% more because I just am. If you want the discount pilot fish, take the deal, all right?
But you got to
know with certainty that he'll always be dependent on the big shark.
You have 2 offers on the table. What are you going to do?
Kevin, I appreciate your offer, but I think the sharks, even the pilot fish that you call...
I'm not a pilot fish! Gosh darn it!
Can I just talk to my wife real quick before I...
Why do you have to talk to your wife? Why would you have to talk? No way, Nisha. You can make that decision.
This is your moment. Don't blow it by stalling, please.
All right. Robert, I'd love to do a deal with you.
Done. There you go. Thank you.
Take that, big shot.
You know what it is, Robert? I think you have a great philosophy. My wife loves you, and I think that you'd be a good person to work with.
I am a good person to work with. Thank you very much.
Take care, you guys.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Kevin.
Yes, little pilot.
Let's go back to that story. How did the story end now?
Live and learn.
For my family, this is a wonderful, wonderful experience because for my children to see that we can bounce back off the mat and make our dreams come true is the legacy I want to leave for them.
In Season 4, Corey Ward and True Quackenbush made a deal with Barbara Corcoran for their grilled cheese franchise, Tom and She.
What do you say? I'd say we take the deal.
Let's see how they're doing now.
I, John Brandley, Mayor of the City of Cincinnati, hereby proclaim Tom and She Day here in the City of Cincinnati.
Because of our economic impact on the city, the mayor has declared it Tom and She Day.
In the year leading up to Shark Tank, we've done $1 million in sales. It's been 2 years now, and we've grossed over $14 million.
Corey and True are great restaurateurs, great marketers, and they've worked their butts off. 5 years ago, they were in a 10 years selling grilled cheese, and today they have a cheese empire. I can't believe it. Hey, everybody.
The biggest challenge for Tom and She so far has been retail space. We're competing against the big boys. With Barbara's knowledge and experience in real estate, she's really helped level the playing field.
Before Shark Tank, we had 3 locations and 70 employees. We now have 19 locations and over 500 employees working for us. We've received over 25,000 franchise requests. Soon you'll be able to find Tom and She in all 50 states, in countries like Canada and Mexico and Ireland, United Arab Emirates, pretty much everywhere. Job well done.
As a shark, this is what I dream about getting. It doesn't happen every day. This is just an amazing American success story.
We started with an idea and $2,400. We're growing this into a multinational brand. We're going to take our grilled cheese and all those smiles around the world.
Next into the tank is a product to ensure your bed is always at the right temperature.
Hello, Sharks. My name is Mark Aromley. I'm from the beautiful city of Newport, Rhode Island. My company is BedJet, and I'm seeking $250,000 for 10% of the company. In the wintertime, never get into another chilly bed with cold feet ever again. The BedJet is the world's first ultra-rapid and affordable cooling, heating, and climate control system designed just for our beds at home. Simply place the base unit under the bed, hook the nozzle into your bedding. We give your bedding that luxurious hot towel just out of the dryer feel in only 3 minutes from the touch of a remote. Remote controls include our intelligent smartphone app. You can even program a BedJet alarm to wake you up in the morning with a cool blast of air. Now, the BedJet pays for itself. Why heat or cool the whole house or even bedroom at night when all that matters for those 8 hours is the temperature between the sheets? Sharks, that's the BedJet. If any of you still have cold feet on joining the team after what you've heard, that's okay. We'll warm them up right over here.
We try it?
Yes.
Mark, how much noise does it make?
It's quieter than any fan. It's quieter than any room air conditioner.
I'm in bed with Mark.
It's about the same level of your household HVAC register.
Move over, buddy.
Wow. Is that a water mattress you have there?
No, we're just sending air into the bed so it gives us a little puffing. Wait, there's more. 50% of couples have different sleep temperature preferences.
He likes it hot, she likes it cool. There's always a fight over the thermostat. The BedJet has dual zone capability.
What's it like, Lori?
My side is hot. I feel
Yeah, I mean, it's
hot
cool.
air,
It
right?
feels good on my feet, but the question is, how do you hook it up?
We have a nozzle here. If we're going to do dual zone, we plug
So
it
there's
into
a
this.
special sheet, right? So you put a special sheet there that has the hole at the bottom.
Only for dual zone.
If it's single zoned, right? Just
Single
one.
zone, we just have this little guy, and you've got the sheet thrown over him. And he's
Okay, so
sending-
that just pops on the edge of the bed, and it just blows out cold or hot air.
You got
So
it.
that keeps it simple.
So
But
it's
also, too, is there two different attachment hoses?
there's two machines, so you've got another one installed on the other side.
You set a timer, so you can
Okay, so
cool
we
it down
have-
for 10 minutes, it turns itself off.
Yeah. So we have auto shut-off timers, which are variable depending on whether you're heating or cooling.
Prove to me the market cares.
Yeah, let's
by
talk about
giving-
the economics.
Give us your sales.
Okay, we are going into production in 6
Oh,
weeks.
there are no sales.
How'd you come up with this?
I used to be an engineer on the NASA spacesuit program, and I was
Oh, wow.
responsible for some of the cooling and heating and climate control systems of the suit.
What does it cost you to make one?
$98. We have a market test that we did via Kickstarter. We sold more than $50,000 worth of product.
What was the price per unit?
The retail price for this is going to be $499.
Oh,
That's more expensive than a mattress.
Houston, we got a problem.
Let me tell you what we've accomplished since we started selling.
Okay.
We had our first trade show in Las Vegas, which is one of the biggest trade shows for the sleep product and bedding industry. During the show, something magic happened. Every single major player in the bedding industry came to us and said, we've been looking at this, we want this, we have buyer sample requests with intent to put into the market from mattress
Mark,
firms.
there's a problem with that. These are the mattress manufacturers, okay? What I want to know is when a consumer walks up to that machine and they see it's $500, they say, wow, I can get a brand new bed for that price. I think the price is nuts.
At the Las Vegas show, we have now signed up retailers who are getting samples
Who do you have?
and who want to put this
Name
into
the
market.
name.
Sit and sleep.
You will never sell this device for $499.
Mark,
They
well,
never
wait,
happen.
why don't we
Never,
hear
never,
what those
never,
mattress
never.
manufacturers
Mr. Wonderful.
Not a
said?
chance
Do you
in
know-
hell. The devil himself will pay you for that.
Do you have any orders at that price point?
We have a PO for $1.1 million
Really?
From who?
that came in just last week. This is the largest mattress manufacturer and oldest manufacturer in Australia, A.H. Beard.
It's impressive.
So what's the secret sauce in the device?
So what separates us from everyone who's come before? We are the only product that is ultra rapid. Every other product.
Okay, no, wait, before you go and pitch me, right, I asked a question. And because what I want is a technical answer. I want a technical answer on why that's better or different or whatever you think your secret sauce is in the device.
Okay, there's no product in the world that will heat a king-size bed to feel like the sheets came out of the dryer in 3 minutes.
And what
There's
allows
no
that to happen? What again, I didn't ask for the pitch.
We're the only product that uses direct convection air into the bed to cool you and heat you. And now,
So you're like a convection oven that just takes the output and just blows it in underneath the
it's
sheets.
the only way you can send 1,500 watts of power into a bed safely.
Mark, you had mattress manufacturers. That, to me, is the bigger kahuna.
Why?
You had,
No, it isn't.
Mark, what did they say to you they wanted to do? Did they say we want to have meetings with you later? What was the point of them talking to you?
So sleep temperature and sleep science is more and more identifying sleeping temperature as having a deep impact on restful sleep.
Listen, look, that's great, but I can see Mr. and Mrs. Slabinski walking in to buy a new mattress, and Mrs. Slabinski says to Mr. Slabinski, honey, what's that bed jet there? And he says, wow, it says it heats or cools our bed. And she says, honey, let's get it. And he says, how much is it? And he goes, $500. They both have a heart attack and they leave.
Do they?
I don't know. When can I find out?
100 million bedrooms in America.
I get all that.
No, you don't.
The market's so big.
I want to go
My
back to what I
cost of
asked you.
goods sold
Mark,
is
ignore
at
him.
1,000 units per lot.
Mark, ignore him.
You're going to fail. You've overpriced it because you're a pig.
Quiet.
oy
We
vey.
were supposed to be talking
Mark, I
about
have a
what the
simple
mattress
question. Why did
manufacturers.
you
Mark, if you don't
make this
listen to me,
product?
I'm going out.
That's a really good question.
I'm out. Mark, if you don't listen to me, I'm going out.
That's a really good question.
I'm out.
Because you don't believe you can
No,
sell
I
any.
asked him 5 times to answer my question. He ignored me, and now I'm out.
I'm very, very
Sorry.
sorry, Lori. It's hard to keep up with all the
I
questions.
get it, but I was shouting.
Could you please ask the question again? I'd be happy to answer it.
No.
let me tell you what the path forward is for this. We believe market entry for this is an assisted sale. It needs to be sold where people buy mattresses. So there is a premium market out there that is massive.
Mark, I think it's a cool product, right? What I have a problem with is that when I asked about the technology, you kept on selling. I just don't like the vibe. I just don't think you have all the pieces yet to go forward. And so for those reasons, I'm out.
Mark, you mentioned clearly that this is intended, targeted to the premium mattress buyer.
Beyond
at 25%. But that's your sweet spot, right? Here's my objection to it. Most of the premium buyers say, I'm not buying this style bed. The upholstered bed that almost hits the floor is the most commonly sold bed today. My bed wouldn't fit that under there because I have a lovely upholstered bed. I don't think you have something that's going to sell well here. I wish I believed it, but I don't amount.
Okay, thank you.
I see catastrophe. I see disaster. I see black clouds, devastation, total collapse. Here's what it's going to look like. You're going to ship out a couple of $1 million worth of inventory, try and sell it at $4.99 in specialty mattress stores. It's going to sit there. It's not going to turn. The night staff are going to try and use it to actually wash the carpets. They don't know what it is. The product is dead already. I'm out.
Thank you.
Why would you thank it for that? Mark, I don't have a problem with your price point. I think the machine is remarkable. I mean, I love machinery. I love mechanical stuff. Here's where it fell apart for me, though. I don't know whether you're spending too much time with mattress salespeople. You know, Mark is right. Whenever you were asked a question, you went into
sales mode,
coloring it, and you went into sales mode. I like the sizzle, but I want to get right into the steak. Especially when you worked at NASA as an engineer. Somewhere along the way, somebody churned you. I think I wanted more. I didn't get more. I'm out.
Thank you. Lori, can I ask you what your objection was? Was it that I didn't get to your question fast enough, or is it the fundamentals of the business and the product?
Mark, I asked you a question. You didn't answer it. They started to talk. You started to turn to them. So I started to shout to you my question. Whoa, hey, over here. Can you answer that? You turned down there somewhere to do something else. I said, hello.
Well, Lori, why don't you get over it?
Well, no, I'm not going to get over it. If you valued me, you would have answered back my question.
Send her a love letter.
You would have said, I'll answer you guys in a
Barbara,
minute.
knock it off. I think she's making a good point.
So I feel like that's not the right partner for me.
But
I'm
Lori,
really sorry for that,
everyone was
Lori.
shouting at him
In
at
fact,
once.
when I came out here, I thought you were one of the most
Mark, are
important
you still
sharks
here?
for this. So can I go through a list of retailers?
I think we're all out.
We're all out, Mark. You had your shot.
Okay, thank you. It's a tough crowd in there. I'm going to prove Kevin wrong. This product is going to be huge. You're going to see it in retailers all over the country, and I'm going to be happy to be that big deal that got away from the tank.
Next time on Shark Tank.
Hi.
That is just nasty.
At Fun Bites, we make food fun.
Why don't we just let them starve?
That is such a bad idea.
I can see a massive market share in the clown market.
Guess what time it is?
What time is it?
It's deal time.
Lori, how many products have you licensed?
Damon.
Listen, she has no answer because it's zero.
I'd like you to say yes right now.
Actually, it's not too late to change your mind.